Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and the beautiful preview for November 14. Finn and Deacon confront each other regarding hope. On the Thursday, November 14 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers preview Deacon and Finn's heated discussion about hope. Each has a different idea of what happened between Hope and Finn. Meanwhile, Ridge and Steffi remain perplexed over why Carter fiercely advocates for Hope at Forrester Creations. It sounds like a day filled with dramatic action you don't want to miss. Hope's mishap. Finn, Tanner Novlin, thinks he knows exactly what happened that fateful day at the office. He believes that Hope, Annika Noel, threw herself at him again, purposely falling on top of him in lingerie. Finn hasn't paused to question the logic of this at all. Doesn't he realize that Hope couldn't have known he would be at Forrester that day to drop off Steffi's, Jacqueline McKinn's wood tablet? Couldn't Finn entertain the thought that Hope might be trying on lingerie for some other reason? Apparently, Finn's ability for logical thought has been clouded by his large ego and his fear of upsetting Steffi. Deacon, same canon, knows his daughter wouldn't make the same mistake with Finn over and over. He also won't take any insults to Hope's character lightly. Finn and Deacon were always friendly before, but this could change things. How far will their disagreement go? Previously on B&B, following Hope's firing, Finn has shown Steffi his undivided loyalty to her, resulting in sizzling passion at home. Steffi and Ridge, Thorsten K., met with Katie, Heather Tom, on how to manage the news of the firing in the press. Steffi stood strong in her decision, while Ridge looked somewhat regretful. Read how McKinn's Wood really feels about Hope's firing. Coming up, Deacon and Finn are at odds, clashing over the truth about Hope. Steffi and Ridge are puzzled as they try to understand why Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, is fiercely passionate about keeping Hope and her fashion line at Forrester. The Bold and the Beautiful is heating up this fall as tensions rise within the Forrester family and beyond. In a shocking twist, a major clash is set to unfold between two characters who have never quite seen eye to eye, Dr. John Finn Finnegan and Deacon Sharp. As the fallout from Hope Logan's controversial firing continues, Finn and Deacon find themselves on opposite sides of a growing conflict involving Hope, family loyalties, and their differing views on what's best for her. A volatile intersection of two worlds. To understand the tension brewing between Finn and Deacon, we need to take a closer look at both characters and how their storylines have evolved over the past few years. Finn, the loving husband to Steffi Forrester and the father of their young son, Hayes, has always strived to do the right thing, both in his personal life and professional endeavors. As a doctor, Finn is guided by a strong moral compass. However, his relationship with Steffi, and by extension, her family, has put him at odds with certain individuals, most notably Steffi's brother, Thomas Forrester, and now, her father, Ridge Forrester. On the flip side, Deacon Sharp is one of the Bold and the Beautiful's most complicated and controversial characters. Once a villain and notorious schemer, Deacon has undergone significant character development, shifting from a self-serving conman to a man genuinely trying to redeem himself. His relationship with his daughter, Hope Logan, is central to his character, and over the years, Deacon has tried to reconnect with her and become a more positive influence in her life. However, his past actions have created a permanent divide between him and the Forrester family, especially Steffi and Finn. When it comes to Hope, Finn and Deacon are not only on different sides of the family tree, but they also represent two distinct and often opposing viewpoints on what is best for her. The clash between these two men will have dramatic consequences, and it's clear that both Finn and Deacon are prepared to fight for what they believe is right for Hope, whether or not it means alienating their respective family members. Finn's growing concern over Hope. As spoilers for November 14 indicate, Dr. Finn will find himself increasingly concerned about Hope's well-being, particularly after the recent events surrounding her firing from Forrester Creations. Steffi's decision to remove Hope from her role in the company has caused shockwaves, both personally and professionally. While Steffi justified the decision as necessary for the future of the company, Hope has been left reeling, questioning her worth and role in the Forrester empire. As a result, Hope's emotional state has become fragile, and Finn is concerned about the toll this situation will take on her. Finn, being a caring and empathetic person, wants to support his wife Steffi, but he also has a deep sense of compassion for Hope. While Finn may not agree with Steffi's decision to fire Hope, his loyalty to his wife and his family makes him reluctant to fully take sides. This internal struggle will only intensify in the coming days as Finn tries to navigate the complicated dynamics within the Forrester family. In the November 14 episode, Finn's frustration with the situation will come to a head as he voices his concerns. Will Finn make his feelings known to Steffi and risk further alienating himself from his wife? Or will he try to stay neutral, even as the situation continues to spiral out of control? Finn's dilemma is one that many fans can relate to. How do you balance your loyalty to your partner with your compassion for others, especially when those others are part of your extended family? Deacon's protective instincts for Hope. For Deacon, the situation is more clear-cut. He has always been fiercely protective of his daughter, Hope, and this latest development has him fired up. Deacon has witnessed firsthand the pain that Hope has experienced at the hands of her family, particularly Steffi, who he believes has done nothing but undermine Hope's efforts and accomplishments. The firing from Forrester Creations has only reinforced Deacon's belief that Hope is constantly being overlooked and mistreated by those around her. Spoilers for November 14 reveal that Deacon will take a stand, calling out Finn for his lack of support for Hope and demanding that he do more to defend her against the Forrester family. Deacon's protective father instincts will be on full display, and he won't hesitate to challenge Finn if he feels that Hope is not getting the support she deserves. Deacon's concerns are rooted in his desire to see Hope succeed on her own terms. He has always believed that Hope's talents and vision are being stifled by the Forrester family, and he sees her firing as the latest example of the family's disregard for her contributions. This clash with Finn marks another chapter in Deacon's long-standing animosity with the Forrester family, but it's also an opportunity for him to prove just how far he's willing to go to protect his daughter. Deacon's involvement in the situation is more than just fatherly concern, it's personal. After years of trying to redeem himself in Hope's eyes and regain the respect of his family, Deacon feels that Hope is being wronged in a way that threatens not only her career, but her self-esteem. He's not just advocating for Hope professionally, he's fighting for her emotional well-being and sense of self-worth. The Clash, a showdown between Finn and Deacon. As the episode on November 14 unfolds, the tension between Finn and Deacon will reach a boiling point. The two men will have a fiery confrontation, with each taking the other to task for their role in Hope's situation. While Finn wants to offer his support to Hope without further complicating his relationship with Steffi, Deacon will accuse him of standing by idly while Hope suffers. The conflict will not only pit Finn and Deacon against each other, but also reveal the deeper issues within their respective families. For Finn, the confrontation with Deacon is difficult because he feels torn between his loyalty to Steffi and his concern for Hope. Finn knows that Deacon can be reckless and confrontational, but he also understands that Deacon genuinely cares about his daughter. Will Finn stand up to Deacon in defense of his wife and her decisions, or will he be swayed by Deacon's passion and start questioning his own stance? On the other hand, Deacon's frustration with Finn's neutrality will likely lead him to escalate the situation. Deacon may go so far as to accuse Finn of being complicit in Hope's suffering by not actively standing up for her. The fiery words exchanged between them will undoubtedly leave lasting scars, not only on their relationship but on their standing within the Forrester family. What's at stake for Hope? At the center of this emotional clash is Hope herself. She is the one caught in the middle of a storm of conflicting loyalties, with her family, her career, and her sense of self hanging in the balance. While Steffi's decision to fire Hope was a business move, it has deeply affected Hope on a personal level. As she continues to process the loss of her job and the shifting dynamics in her family, Hope will rely on her father's support more than ever. However, her connection with Finn, who also wants to see her succeed but is trying to keep the peace, will make things even more complicated. Finn and Deacon's ongoing conflict will undoubtedly affect Hope's mental and emotional state. The stakes are incredibly high for her, as she struggles to find her footing both professionally and personally. With her father's support and Finn's quiet empathy, Hope may find a way forward, but the road will be fraught with emotional challenges and difficult decisions. The aftermath. Will Finn and Deacon's clash lead to a new alliance? As we look ahead to the weeks to come, the aftermath of Finn and Deacon's clash may have lasting consequences. It's possible that their confrontation will lead to an unexpected alliance, one in which Deacon and Finn put aside their differences to support Hope. However, it's equally likely that the fallout from their fight will create a permanent rift between them, further complicating the already tense relationship between Finn, Steffi, and Deacon. One thing is clear: Hope's future at Forrester Creations and her personal relationships are hanging by a thread, and Finn and Deacon's clash is just the beginning of the emotional upheaval to come. Whatever happens, it seems that Hope will be forced to take matters into her own hands, whether it's fighting for her career or her sense of self.